Hello, everyone. I hope you are well. Okay, this time I'm gonna do it in English because I want everyone in Australia that listens to this understand, and it's not just in Spanish. For those who don't know me, my name is Wendy. I am an SMSF specialist. I have been working in Australia for 20 years with the self-managed superannuation funds. 2 years ago, I resigned to my, I'll say 9 to 5 job to jump in my 24/7 business because I have been trying to be for my clients every time they need me. If it was weekends, if it was nights, I did not care. I jump on business, but to be honest, for me, it hasn't been a business. For me, it has been a strategy to help people, to give the right advice, to implement a great strategy that from the bottom of my heart, I feel it is, or it has been a great strategy for people to be better on their retirement. Which one? The one that they are just trying to take away from us. So I have been helping clients to use their superannuation to buy property. And because maybe until today they have been able to borrow money through their super funds to leverage and buy property, establish homes. So that's how in the long term they can accelerate their retirement savings. So in the past 2 years in my own business, I have seen great results with my clients that otherwise were not able to do it because coming to a new country as migrants, it takes us some time to get our permanent residence, to start saving, even to buy our first home. But because we are all the time working, so through superannuation, we were able to have savings. And because we are all the time working, so the employer contributions were there to help with the repayments of the loan. So it is a strategy that was pretty much able for anyone to implement and use that strategy because it's not affecting their everyday living. It's not affecting the way that they were managing their income and their expenses at their individual level. Honestly, I didn't think the government was going to touch that. Why? Because it is a great way for people to secure their retirement. It is a great way for families to be better when they stop working. Why I was helping employees? Because if you think about it, people usually work Monday to Friday, 8 to 5. When they finish working, they get home, cooking, kids. And because it is just, so there is no time to be thinking about finance or investments or things like that. Second, because it is a simple tax return. So usually they just do the tax return themselves. So they just send it to an accountant that just do the tax return, but they don't get financial advice. They don't get to see all the strategies around them. So it's usually the hard working couples that they get to retirement and stop working, and it's like, oh, how are we gonna live? And probably the ones that deserve better retirement, but because they didn't get the advice, because they didn't do something, they end up with nothing. Or something like that. So that's why I have been very passionate to help this kind of families. And my business, that probably I wouldn't call it a business, because I have been putting a lot of hours to it. It has been more my passion rather than my business. Every time people ask me questions like, oh, what's your target? What do you want to achieve? Or what do you want to do? For me, it's not about the numbers. For me, it's not about how much I'm going to grow, or I didn't set myself targets or running my business as a business. I did it from the bottom of my heart. I have done it to help others. And yeah, so the government is taking that away from us. And to be clear, the super funds that have used that strategy of using leveraging limited recourse borrowing arrangements from up to now, they are protected. It is grandfathered, so those super funds don't get affected. So it is for the new super funds. So you are not allowed to use borrowing to buy residential property. So you still can use that strategy for commercial property. To be honest, it's a bit more risky. I believe you need better advice, better guidance, and probably do more research before you jump into commercial property. But it's still available. Okay, that's still available. That's still there for the existing super funds. They are grandfathered. They still can enjoy those benefits. But yeah, it's a bit overwhelming, because the strategy that I loved, that I saw a great way for people to be better for retirement, it's been taken away. Okay. So I just want to say that I'm here. If you want to know more about how these new changes are affecting you, I'm happy to answer any call. If you have an established super fund, and if you are in the process of looking for the property, I can help you doing the setup of the bear trust and guide you as much as I can through the process. Yeah, so probably I can sit down and cry, but probably I better use that time to help the people that still can be helped. For the people that in the next 45 days can still use this strategy, that from the bottom of my heart, it's a great strategy. I believe in that. I have seen it work. I have used it myself. And yeah, very sad that they are taking that away from us. So I don't know, like, if the government was to help us to be better for our retirement, so we can be independent and we don't have to rely on the government pension. So I'm not sure which other strategy can be that useful for us to create wealth, at least for retirement. So I guess next government will deal with that, and I hope they do it sooner rather than later. Yes, trying to fix a problem now, which is the property crisis. They are creating a big issue for later, especially for us migrant families that we don't have enough in super, and it is really important for us to be self-independent, and we don't have to rely on a government pension or put pressure on our kids. So yeah, I'll leave it here. Remember, my name is Wendy from Wendy Super Accounting. I have been working with super funds for 20 years. I used to work for the big accounting firms. I believe to have a lot of knowledge about self-managed superannuation funds, and I work with passion, with ethics. I wouldn't do anything that is going to be against of the clients. For me, in my heart, it's about helping others achieve goals, about helping others to be better. So yeah, if you want a reliable person, someone that is going to tell the truth no matter what, even if it's not for me, I'm not here for commissions, I'm not here to trying to sell anything. I think I'm here in this world to help others, to guide others, and I think I was given the option to be good with numbers, maybe because I can share that wisdom, maybe because I can share that guidance with others. There are many things that I'm not good at, and I always try to get help with those, because we are not perfect. We can't be good at everything. But if a talent was given to us, it's because it's not for us, it's for others. And for me, I feel that I have done well for my husband, for my family, and I want other families to be the same. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. And working smarter is to work with the system and see what strategies are available for you to be able to save, to create wealth, and for retirement. It's not about spending everything today. It's about enjoying life today while saving for the future. We don't know what's happening tomorrow. Like for me, I was planning on growing the business. I was planning marketing strategy. I was planning to reach out to more people and put that strategy for the community and be more out there. But within 2 or 3 days, it was vanishing. And then I was like, oh, so now I'm going to help people. I'm here to help. At this point, I don't know how I'm going to do it. But I know in my heart it's about helping. So I will find a way to keep helping. But yeah, so I hope if you are listening to this message, if you have a self-managed superannuation fund and if you were in the process to buy a property, please engage a buyer's agent, someone with knowledge that can guide you and help you secure a property before this is taken away from us. Remember, to buy commercial property is still available. It is untouched, so it's still a strategy that can be taken, but with more caution. And yeah, so I guess I just needed to pass this message without filters, live, what is coming to my head. As I said, very sad that they are taking this strategy away from us. Very happy for first home buyers that they're going to have a break and no much competition, because yes, they are pushing away investors somewhere else. So hopefully first home buyers can get into your first home. As I said, my mom is not here. She passed away 20 years ago. But she taught me, and it is in my head, to have one property, it doesn't make you rich. But not to have one, it makes you very poor. So if I can leave a message with you today, please secure at least your first home. Yeah, if you can do that for yourself, for your family, that will be the best things that you can do for your family. Secure your first home. Okay. I'm gonna stop now, otherwise I can keep talking, and there are a lot of calls that I need to make today. I need to make sure that the clients that have set up a super fund and they're ready, I need to guide them through the process and put them in contact with buyer's agents, so at least they can secure the property before this is taken away from us, because if it passes today, they will have 45 days to do it. So we still have a bit of time for the super funds that are already established. If you haven't established the super fund, it can be done still, but everything pretty much has to be perfect. If anything falls, if there is a little hiccup in the rollover or with the ABN, it might take longer and you will not have enough time. So please get the right advice. Don't make costly mistakes just to get this through. I don't know how to pass this information, so I hope I can multiply myself and be able to help everyone. But I know sometimes when people get this message, it's like weeks later, not today when I'm doing it, Thursday. So I don't know when you are going to see this. Probably it will be a bit late when people start watching this. But yeah, I just hope everyone takes good decisions, get the right advice, and the ones that still can use this, that still do it and make it work. Okay, thank you everyone, and I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'm gonna go and make a lot of calls. Thanks.